Hey guys. Hey guys, listen. So I've been compiling a lot of evidence on who I think it is. So if you want to look at some of the things that have been stated, like here's a comment that was made back in, I think it was made back in 20, fuck, I don't even know. There's been so many comments, but the page that was, we believe it was David McKay at the time, at this point, basically says, hey, Todd Doobie, he hasn't changed in 25 years. He's still a predator of vulnerable victims. So whatever that means, guys, well, all we can derive from this statement is two things. There's someone very personal who has said that because obviously they've known of me or about me for 25 years. So let's just look at two people that possibly it could maybe be. The first one and the foremost one is my ex-wife, obviously. Secondly, maybe it be her fiance PR guy. We'll go back to that a little bit later. What this video is about, guys, is I finally got myself, it took me a while. I went for about the last month or so, since Chuck Braid asked me not to go to his restaurant, that in my opinion, his donuts are not the greatest in the world. They're okay, but I'm not going to start knocking the guy's cooking because it's not his. It's an amazing baker that he has. But I went in there to get my daughter some donuts because she likes the donuts. And he basically, without even saying anything to me other than you should know better than to come in here, he asked me not to go into his bakery. And I thought, well, wow, that's amazing. And, you know, I kind of made a couple jokes with his son, Chris. Now, Chris and I have a little bit of a history. Chris and I have spoken quite a bit in the last year since I've been here. Chris is a firefighter. And it took me, I guess, like I said, I don't remember the time it's been, but I went in today to the Esso, the three-way Esso in Roblin, Manitoba. This is where just the other day, their employee... Doug McKenzie called me a fucking goof 7 times. Or actually, sorry, he called me a fucking goof once, then he continued to refer to me as one as such in the following conversation. And I went back to the shop and I went live thinking this might be my way of getting, because first of all, why would I want to go support a business where that's the kind of employee that is essentially working there, talking to patrons, bringing in money? Why would I want to go there as a patron and give that company another dollar? In fact, I was telling a few of the employees as such that the only reason that I went there was because they had a job and I wanted to make sure that I did my part and supported a local business where my money was going to help these guys make a paycheck. And honestly, that's why I would never ever shop at the place after 3 p.m. because I knew that this problematic person, this bully, absolute bully, was there, named Doug. Doug's directly related to the people in town that have slandered me and gossiped me, and then the people that are connected to that woman, and their friends, and then there's also now the Braid family. So I've been asked now not to go to the Esso, and you know what? The owner, Chris, he couldn't even do it himself. He puts his employees up to this, guys. This is the problem. Like, what kind of a coward does that? What kind of a coward doesn't even directly contact me himself saying, hey, listen, you caused a situation in my store the other day. We take a look at the security footage, and this is what why didn't he do that? Because he's a big blowhard piece of poo liar. That's why I feel sorry for his son growing up learning to be his dad. Yikes. At least I have integrity. I've made some mistakes in the past. I told people about them. You want to talk about my small claims court stuff from 1999 and 2005? Like, whatever. Knock yourself out. You got no brains. So anyways, now back to the reality of the video. Well, I'm not ranting on this one. I know people are stalking me, looking at these videos, taking in every word, and whatever they're doing to them, making their little collection of me. That's fine. Go ahead, knock yourself out. But the reality is now, guys, I've officially done it. I have proven in this town. In fact, I only have to walk into one more place, and that's the 19th Hole Bar and Grill, to have them say to me, and guys, I don't go into these places making a ruckus. I went into the Esso and I was called a fucking goof. I was insulted 7 times by the worker behind the desk. I didn't go in there, and if Chris wants to be honest, I've already called Imperial Esso to tell them to demand looking at his security video. I mean, I've got some stuff recorded. Why doesn't Chris? Why doesn't the big guy in town that's got all the cameras, he's the Esso, guys. He's a blowhard. I can't wait to see him. He has no, I'm going to text him shortly, guys, and I'm going to see if the guy will even be a decent human being. And then after I try to text him nicely, I will then go to his church on Sunday. And again, it's all biblical. Go there peacefully and say, hey, Chris, why don't we try to make amends here? That's what God wants. I'm going to prove to you guys in Roblin, Manitoba that this Braid family, they're fucking messed up, man. Not the fire chief. I'm not even going to talk about him. He's never done me wrong. I'm talking about Chuck Braid and Christina Braid. I think it's Christina. I'm not sure. Maybe Christopher. I don't know. Those are the only problems, guys. Everybody in this town now, I've proven it. Everybody in this town that has a problem with me, and I'll prove it more today. Everybody that has a problem with me in this town, it's only 3 or 4 people. They're all connected. I've got them all on camera, all recorded, all on video, and I'm just waiting to put the shit together to share it. Have a good day, Chris. Man, don't put your employees up to this stuff, man. Be a man yourself. Be a man.